Welcome back to the Beecommercer Daily Buzz. It is Monday, June 22nd, 2026, and today's theme is signal quality.
That is the right phrase for this edition. A lot of today's news is not about one single platform update. It is about whether e-commerce teams can still trust the signals they use to make decisions.
Exactly. Digital advertising has always depended on measurement. But if traffic quality is getting weaker, if bot activity is rising, and if search sends fewer direct clicks, the old performance playbook starts to look incomplete.
The big story comes from Forbes, which highlighted a hard reality for advertisers. More than half of web traffic may now be bot traffic or automated activity. That does not mean every campaign is broken, but it does mean impression, click, and conversion data need more scrutiny.
For e-commerce operators, this moves fraud detection from the back office into the growth conversation. If you are optimizing campaigns against polluted signals, the platform can learn the wrong pattern. You might scale traffic that looks efficient on paper, but does not create durable customers.
The practical response is not to panic. It is to build a cleaner measurement stack. Watch unusual spikes, compare traffic quality by source, review post-click behavior, and connect ad data with first-party customer data. The goal is to understand which traffic is human, qualified, and commercially useful.
That leads into the broader e-commerce trend picture. Digital Commerce 360 is tracking how 2026 commerce is becoming more integrated. The store is no longer just a storefront. It is a system connecting product data, marketplace strategy, customer service, paid media, content, and retention.
And that system needs better feedback loops. If a product page answers the wrong customer question, that affects search. If a campaign sends low-quality traffic, that affects merchandising decisions. If customer service sees the same objections every day, that should shape product content and advertising. Mercari's renewed push in the United States also fits the pattern. Recommerce is not just a side category anymore. Consumers are comfortable moving between new, used, marketplace, social discovery, and mobile-first buying experiences. The lesson for cross-border merchants is that channel strategy has to reflect how flexible shoppers have become. People discover value in different places, not only on a brand's own site. On the search side, Beecommerce published guidance around e-commerce platform SEO, and the timing matters. Even with AI search expanding, technical SEO has not disappeared. Site structure, product pages, performance, internal links, schema, and helpful content still help machines and humans understand what a store actually sells. That point is reinforced by Search Engine Land's piece on what breaks when content operations scale. More content is not automatically better content. When teams scale production without governance, they can break quality control, brand consistency, editorial review, and measurement. Search Engine Journal also reported Google's continued position that AI-generated content is not automatically a problem. The issue is whether the content is useful, original enough, reliable, and created for people rather than only for ranking systems. That should change how e-commerce teams use AI. It is useful for research, outlines, localization, support content, and content updates, but it still needs human judgment, product knowledge, and a clear editorial standard. Now, let's talk advertising platforms. Meta is rolling out more AI tools for advertisers, which points to the same direction we have been watching all year. Platforms want to automate more of the campaign cycle, from creative variation to delivery and optimization. That can be valuable, especially for small teams, but it also creates platform dependency. If the platform is generating assets, choosing audiences, and optimizing bids, the brand still needs to own the positioning, the offer, the customer insight, and the business-level measurement. Google Ads also had a couple of important operational updates. Search Engine Roundtable covered conversion-based customer lists, and Search Engine Land reported that Google is bringing back target CPA and target ROAS naming. It sounds small, but clarity inside ad platforms matters. Especially when automation is high, teams need to understand what a campaign is optimizing toward, how audiences are being used, and whether the naming matches the actual business objective. Think with Google also published on the reinvention of creator marketing on YouTube. The creator is no longer only an awareness channel. Creator content can shape demand, trust, product education, search behavior, and branded recall. For e-commerce, that means creator strategy should not sit outside search and commerce. A strong creator asset can create product questions, branded searches, review demand, and social proof that lives well beyond the campaign window.
The most constructive idea today may be the AI flywheel for e-commerce, covered by practical e-commerce. Instead of using AI as a one-off output machine, the better model is a continuous loop. Right, customer questions improve product pages. Product page performance improves content. Content performance improves ads. Ad performance improves landing pages. Customer service improves merchandising. The more connected the system is, the more useful each cycle becomes. AppLovin's planned Axon e-launch for e-commerce is another sign that performance systems originally shaped by app advertising are moving deeper into commerce. That could create new acquisition opportunities, but it also raises familiar questions about incrementality, data quality, and control. And as traffic patterns change, media mix matters more. Taboola's CTV analysis for DTC brands points to the need for demand creation, not only demand capture. If search and social become more crowded or less transparent, brands need memory and trust before the final click. Taboola's zero-click search analysis adds the final piece. When users get more answers directly in search results or AI interfaces, fewer sessions may reach the site. But that does not mean the brand has no influence. It means measurement has to mature. Teams should look at branded search, assisted conversions, mentions, citations, high-intent direct traffic, and the quality of the visits that still arrive. So the takeaway is this: e-commerce growth is moving from volume to signal quality. More impressions, more content, and more automation are not enough if the system can't tell what is real. The brands that win will protect measurement from bot traffic, build first-party data loops, produce content that earns trust, and use AI to improve decisions rather than simply increase output. The question for this week is simple. Are we using automation to create more noise, or are we using it to make better decisions? That is today's Beecommercer Daily Buzz. We will be back with the next cross-border e-commerce update.